Elijah, prophet of courage, taken from 1 Kings chapter 18, verses 5 through 15. An awesome lesson for us today to recognize how God's standard had been moved. The Lord set a standard for the people of God, but they wanted to move God's standard to fit their lifestyle. So much so that the Lord brings now a famine to the land. Here they were worshiping Baal, which was said to be the god who controlled rain or the saturation. And God says, I'm going to show you who really is in charge. King Ahab, that wicked king, is ruling during this time and season. And it's gotten to a place now in the midst of this famine, he can no longer wait. He begins then to ponder a way in which they could go and search and look for water. He sends Obadiah one direction while he goes another direction to try to find water in the land. As Obadiah is moving forward, he meets Elijah, the very one they've been looking for over 3 years. He meets him, and Elijah says to him, go and tell the king, I need to meet with him. Obadiah is very reluctant because he says, if I go back and tell the king that I've met you, well, the king is going to believe that I already knew where you was, and he'll kill me. If I go back and tell the king to meet you and you don't show up because the Spirit of God takes you away, then he will kill me. Elijah then tells him, no, don't worry, don't be afraid. Obadiah says, well, wait a minute. Matter of fact, I've done good by God. Why are you doing all this to me? I hid 100 of the prophets of God when they were seeking to kill them. I not only hid them, but I provided for them water and food. I like that. In essence, he says every day I took a chance to make sure they were okay. Elijah says, I understand what you've done, but this is what God is calling you to do now. Here's the focus of our lesson today. There are times in which God gives us difficult assignments. There are times where when we speak truth to power, we are met with hostility and even fear. But the lesson really helps us today to understand that putting our trust in God will always give us proper footing. I want to encourage you today that God can be trusted, and for you to trust him even in difficult moments. God, he's got your back.